Good morning, good morning. How you guys doing? Glad that you could join me again this morning. Cameron's not participating with me this morning, so you won't be able to see my lovely new hat. Anyways, glad that you can join. Today we're going to take a look. I know it's July 4th, so happy July 4th to all my American friends out there. Markets are closed, but I think it's a good idea and a good time to review some charts here, because I see some big things taking place, and I want you guys to be ready to participate in what's about to happen, because I see some charts setting up for some really nice long trades. We already have some long signals that have gone off. And they are actually playing out right now perfectly. We had some long signals on JP Morgan and Apple, and we'll take a look at those when we get to those charts. But I wanted to apply the Sherlock analysis process to the charts just to give you a indication of what's taking place on the charts, and what is likely going to continue to take place in the weeks to come. So as I like to always do, I like to look at the charts, I like to look at the different time frames, and I like to point out if they are bearish, bullish, or neutral. And that way it gives us a timeline of events, and also gives us an indication of the momentum that is currently in place. So, you know, here we have a chart of the S&P 500, and as I've mentioned before, we are clearly bullish on the higher time frame. Okay, that's a monthly chart. We are bullish. We had an institutional buying zone created and came into play right there. We gave this to our members before price even retraced to that buying area. That was 49.57. Okay, that was 49.57. We had a buy signal. Right now we're at 55.95. All right, so we gave that buy signal to our members, and so it's bullish. Price came down to that area. The big institutions bought, and now we see price moving higher. Okay, so it is bullish. We're bullish over a long period of time. Monthly charts and the structures that are created on the monthly chart help to facilitate the move of price over a longer period of time. So as I was mentioning, all this talk online, I see it all the time. The media, people posting on social media that the market's going to collapse and all this nonsense. There's absolutely zero evidence for that right now. Yes, you can say because of the economic situation, because of interest rates, because of the economy about to go into a recession. You could say whatever you want to say, all right? But it doesn't mean anything. There could be 100 reasons why the market should drop. It's not going to drop if the big institutions are buying it, period, okay? And that is what's taking place right now. We're bullish on the monthly chart. We're bullish on the weekly chart. What are we on the daily chart? We are bullish as well, okay? We are bullish. And just recently, the institutions created an area of demand. They retraced that to that area of demand, and they bought again. So this is indicating to us that the very long term is bullish, that the medium term is bullish, and the short-term momentum is bullish. All right. If the short-term momentum was not bullish, then this area of demand would have been broken through and price would have declined. All right, that's what would have happened. But as you can see, this area held and price is going higher. Right? If it broke, we would have been looking at price dropping to the 53K or 5.3K mark. All right, but it didn't do that. It held and it's moving up. So that's why we're looking at stocks and we're looking for buying opportunities based off of short to medium term momentum, because the indication from the overall market is that we're going to see price continue higher. Okay? So remember that and forget everything else that you're being told, because everything else is not important. All right? So let's take a look at Tesla. So Tesla, we were initially warning about buying Tesla because we had supply that came into play. And here's that area of supply here. We had Elon Musk selling a ton of shares, which caused supply. Price dropped, retraced, hit that supply, dropped again. I also was pointing out that we have a situation with demand holding price down below here and supply that will be holding price up here. So essentially we got price stuck in this range on the higher time frame. So price can definitely rally up, hit this area of supply, and drop back down again. It's definitely possible. If you are bullish Tesla, or you would like to enter into a long trade with Tesla, I would not be interested in getting in long Tesla unless this massive area of supply was removed. Okay, because as long as that supply is holding, it's telling me that price could rally up into that area. Once again, we see profit taking on long positions and then drive price lower. All right, it's unpredictable. When you have a range and you have supply that's being contacted, you don't know if it's going to be removed or if it's going to hold. So you don't buy, you just wait. On the weekly chart, we have a similar situation. We have supply that was formed off that major area of supply. We're just about to hit it again. Yes, it was once contacted back here, but after a big rally, it's going to hit this area of supply. I would not be looking at buying, okay? If I wanted to take on a little bit more risk and buy while price was stuck in this range, I'd be looking at the 180 area, okay? If I was really, really wanting to buy at a lower price and take on the risk that price was going to drop and then eventually move higher and break through the supply on the higher time frame, this would be the only area that I would be interested in buying Tesla, is down in the 180s. Okay. RIVN, take a look. Interesting. If you take a look at what price is contacting right now, after that big strong rally up, look what it's contacting. Supply. This is institutional supply. It's big and it's powerful. Okay, so I would not be buying into an area of supply. There's a trend line to the downside. We got price, on the underside of that descending trend line, contacting supply. It's not a good time to be buying. Okay, this is a weekly chart, so you can see price has just been making a low and a lower low and constantly going lower. Okay, just got lower here, and this was the area of supply that was used to drive price lower. So whatever the news is, okay, they could be as bullish as they want to be, but I'm telling you right now that if you're thinking about buying this stock after it contacted an area of supply, you'd be deeply mistaken. Okay, could it just shoot up? Sure, it could, but you don't know if it's going to do that. You don't know if the big banks are going to come in and start buying RIVN. All right, so you just don't buy it. You wait for it to be removed. Once it's removed, then you know it opens up the floodgates for a move even higher. Then you locate supply zones higher up on the chart, and you make sure that you take your profits at those areas. Okay. Let's take a look at Apple. Apple is a beauty. Okay. We had a long signal that I gave out to members at $169. Okay. $169 was our long signal. So if you would have purchased Apple at $169, right now you'd be up 30% on your position. Okay, 30%. Now, I don't know if you guys took a look, but I posted on Telegram an account, a couple accounts that I've started investing for my daughters, but I showed the results of what is possible. I started an investment account to help teach my daughters about investing and putting your money to work, and stock selection and why you would choose certain stocks and so forth. And I bought also an ETF that is an income producing ETF that's been doing extremely well. And easy breezy, I bought some shares, bought Dollar General as well, rode the wave of Dollar General all the way up. Let me show you that one really quick. This one was a beautiful Beautiful trade. Like I said, you know, many times you want to get into a trade and you don't want to hold it for a long period of time. You just want to exit when you believe the big institutions are going to exit. And so we got into a long position here, here. I added some more here, added some more here. And where was the target? Right here. Why was that my target? Because I believed, based on the supply and demand dynamics, that price was going to drop after a sell-off. And lo and behold, look what took place. Isn't it nice to get into a stock, buy it? Once you buy it, it just goes up. And then when you sell it for profits, it ends up dropping? Right. And this is the power of using these supply and demand principles and concepts that we teach at the school here. You can do this. And so this is what I did. I purchased and I bought it on both my daughter's investment accounts, and I bought it on my own personal account as well. Took advantage of this momentum that I knew was going to come in. And then we took profits up here and we kept our profits, you know. A lot of other investment companies and portfolios would be buying this stock here and holding it through here. I don't really want to hold a stock as it's dropping if I know that it's likely going to drop. What I want to do is I want to wait for it to rebound. And when it starts to show promise that it's going to go up again, I buy it again. Okay. I don't mind this small amount of time that I could have been collecting dividends. That's fine, because I'd prefer to rally it up, take profits, buy here again, and then rally it up for my next target. As you can see, where my next target is 202. I'd rather do that. Okay, much more profit in that. But you know, your typical trader can't time markets, so they just have to hold positions for a long period of time because they don't know what else to do. All right, so so our long signal, you'd be up 30% right now from our buy signal, and not too bad. You know, the signal took place September 23rd, and we're just in mid-June. Okay, so less than a year, 30% return on Apple, not too shabby. So this one's very strong. The chart's very strong. We do have uptrends on all time frames, so there's no reason to be thinking about selling short or doing anything silly like that. The latest area of demand that just fell short of being contacted was on a 2-hour chart. So this is telling me that short-term momentum is very strong to the upside. Now, am I looking to buy right now or add to positions right now? No, I would not be adding to positions right now. There are new areas of demand being formed, and when they are formed and become valid, they will be new areas that I will be looking for pullbacks into, and then I will be buying there. All right, JP Morgan Chase, we had a long signal, and our long signal was at $170. Right now, price is at 208. It's doing very well. This one is great. I mean, if you remember, I was talking about, let's see if I remember, XLF. Yes. Here's the financial sector ETF. And I had shown you guys this chart a while back on a morning show that we did just like today's. And I was telling you that a major area of supply was just broken through. Okay, this was here, right here. Major area of supply was broken through. I told you this is going to open up the floodgates for a move higher. So any strong stocks in the financial sector would be a good buy. And so this got taken out, and now you can see, you know, JP Morgan is flying, right? So that limitation, that ability to hold a sector down because of institutional selling, you remove it, it just opens up the floodgates for a move higher. And this is what's happening here with JP Morgan. So we got trends to the upside, momentum to the upside. We have new areas of demand that were formed right here, and it came into play, and now price is shooting to the moon. We have targets higher. I have shared that with members. And we have new areas of demand being formed. and I'll be waiting for pullbacks on those, and I'll be sharing those with members of the school as well. Microsoft Corp, long signal at $378. Okay, we're at $460 now. Not too shabby. Let's take a look. That is an increase of 21.67%. Monthly target was hit. Okay, monthly target was hit, and everything is to the upside right now. Okay, so we have new areas of demand being formed. Again, when we take a look at the momentum on the charts, we have strong buy signals on the monthly, strong buy signals on the weekly, strong buy signals on the daily. Everything is to the upside. This is telling me that long term we expect to move higher. Medium term we expect to move higher. Short term we're expecting a move higher. Okay. Walmart, we also had a wonderful long signal on here. Actually, a couple wonderful long signals. The first one that we got was at $50.38. We're now at $68. Okay, $68. So if you would have bought when we gave the signal and held, you'd be up 35% on Walmart. Okay, we gave this signal out way before price even dropped to our buying zone, and as it came in, I signaled to members that this was going to be we got a long signal on here. We got institutional demand in play. It was a zone of interest for buying, and we could expect more upside on this chart. And this is exactly what we got. So 35% increase. All right. You know, as I was mentioning earlier, with respect to the trading accounts I've opened, the investment accounts I've opened for my children, one of the accounts is up 16%. Okay. And I was just doing very conservative trades, investing in certain stocks that I've shared with members of the school, an income producing ETF, and DG, Dollar General. We took profits at the highs, and now I'm waiting to get back in. Very conservative trading, made 16%. It was very simple to do that. And so we were looking at it, and I shared an example. If you put $1,000 into an account, okay, if you have children, you put $1,000 into their account. And if you add to that account $500 every month, okay, $500, not a lot of money, just $500 into that account every single month. I did the math using a compound interest calculator. And if you could get at least a 15% return on your portfolio each and every year and compound that, I did the math, what would happen in 40 years. So my daughter who's 9, turning 49, you know how much money you would have in that account? Just doing it and adding it and compounding over and over and over again, starting with $1,000 and only adding $500 a month. At the end of 40 years, you'd have $15 million, okay? $15 million. And so, you know, it's not that difficult to do. When you're disciplined, you know what to look for, you know how to locate the institutional buying zones, and you know when is the right time to pull the trigger. These returns are not out of this world. Look at this one, 35%, okay, on Walmart alone. So looking pretty good, and we're getting new signals on that one too. I wanted to point this one out before I let you guys go. This is Broadcom. We are hearing all over the internet that Nancy Pelosi just bought a massive amount of call options when price was about here. Okay, so she's expecting over the next year that price is going to go even higher. This is like a parabolic move, and she's expecting price to go even higher over the next year. So does she know something? Obviously, otherwise she wouldn't be buying. So would I be interested in buying? Well, I don't like buying $1,700 stocks. Call options, yeah, I would be interested in buying call options. I'm looking at institutional buying zones and looking for areas of pullback to get involved in options. But I personally wouldn't want to be buying up here. I'd be looking in the $1,400 area. I think that's much better. If price was to get down to the $1,400 area, then I would be interested in buying. some options. Okay, and that's it. Pretty much it. Okay, I gave you a lot of ideas, showed you some of the things that are possible, some of the things that we've done, some of the things that we've shared with members of the school. If you're interested in investing for your children, investing for yourself for the longer term, to give you higher odds of becoming financially independent, and you're looking for some good ideas to trade and get at least 15% return every year, give or take, it could be less, could be a little bit more, but if you're looking for some consistency in your trading and you need help with how to trade or just some good trade ideas, make sure to come and join us, whiteoakfx.com. We'd love to have you. All right, folks, that's it. Thanks for joining me on this 4th of July. Hope you guys enjoy yourselves, and we will talk to you later. All right, take care, everybody.